All right, we have a couple more minutes, but hello to everybody who's tuning in. I see some people on YouTube, and I think some people just joined on the inner circle. I miss you all greatly, so much. Hi, Vanessa. Hi, Eric. Hey, Kim. Love seeing everybody pop in. It's all good. Just gonna fix my screen. There we go. All right, so tonight we are going to do one of my favorite yoga sequences. Hey, Kim. I think I already said hi, but hi again. So it's just a mix of a whole bunch of different stuff, right? That's what a yoga flow is, and it has this particular class is based off of this Sanskrit word, which is matrika, which means speaking kindly to yourself. Hey, Jen. Hi, Maria. So tonight we're going to speak kindly to ourselves. You know, sometimes when you do a yoga practice, you think, oh, I'm so mad I can't get to this pose or whatever. But yoga is a journey, and every day is different, right? Same with the gym. Every day is different. When we go in, and one day we might feel really good, and then the next day we may not feel that great, and that's fine, right? Everything's a journey here, an adventure. So every day is new. So we're going to keep the spirit of speaking kindly to yourself tonight. So as we move and breathe, that'll be our intention. So come to a comfortable seat and allow yourself just to settle in, take some nice, full, deep breaths in and out through your nose. And even, I know Vince and Vanessa have talked about this before, but the power of your words, right? And in our yoga practice, the Sanskrit word is matrika. And it's the very thought, even the thing that's before the thought, right, that comes out. And even the thoughts, which are precursors of our words, carry the power to influence us and to influence others. So as you sit here, just let that settle into your heart, your mind, being gentle with yourself this evening, right? We're still going to move. We're still going to breathe, but we'll do it from a space of kindness. And feel your hips and your legs heavy and rooted into the earth. And then from that rooting, feel lift up through the back of the spine. As you inhale, let your shoulders roll up towards your ears. And as you exhale, draw the shoulders onto the back as we let the crown of the head reach all the way up to the sky. And then from here, we'll bring our hands to the heart center. And once again, just have this idea of matrika in your mind, speaking kindly to yourself. And then we'll take another full breath in. And as you exhale, bow your head to your very own heart. Release the hands. Open your eyes. Beautiful. And we're going to come right onto all fours, onto our hands and knees. Oh, we got Kelly. Hey, Nancy. Hey, Jill. Hands will go underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread your fingertips wide. We're going to go through some cat-cows. As you inhale, you'll look up to the sky, tailbone lifts. And as you exhale, round and press the floor away. Inhale to look up. And exhale, round. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Inhale, look up, shoulders draw back, tailbone lifts. Exhale and round. Beautiful, let's do 2 more. Inhale, look up. Exhale and round. Last time, inhale, look up. Hi, Julie. Exhale and round. As you inhale, we're gonna come back to a neutral spine. And from here, we're going to step the right foot back and then swing it over to the left, right? So it crosses over, crosses over your left leg. From here, you can reach your right fingertips out a little bit further out in front of you and swing your hips to the right, get a nice big stretch on your right side body. And then as you inhale, we'll come back to center, right palm plants, right knee comes back down, and then the left foot will stick back behind, and then we'll swing it over to the right. Your left fingertips can walk out, swing your hips to the left, and take a couple deep breaths. You can gaze down at your left toes. Feel a nice rainbowing going on in the left waistline, left ribs. And as you inhale, you come back to center. Replace your left knee down. Good. From here, I'm just going to spin this way so you can see. We're going to extend our right foot out to the right. You can either keep the sole of the foot planted or you can come up onto your heel. Either, whichever feels better for you. We're going to take a deep breath in, and now as you exhale, we'll sit the hips back. If you want, you can walk your hands out further in front of you. And then as you inhale, we rise back up, and exhale to rock back. Inhale to rise. Exhale, rock back. Hi, Christina. Inhale, come up. And exhale, rock back. On the inhale, we come all the way back up, right? And now the hands will come to the hips. So we're in this little single knee position. Again, either the inside edge of the foot is planted or you spin up onto your right heel. As we inhale, we'll grab hold of our left wrist with our right hand. Take a deep breath in, reach your left arm up. Now as you exhale, we crescent to the right. And again, being gentle with yourself. You're not cranking yourself all the way over. You're reaching first. Again, another deep breath into the side of your left waistline. And then as you come back up, we're going to plant the left palm down. Right arm will reach up to the sky, right? So you can stay here or you can swing it alongside the ear. And again, either the foot plants or you're up on the heel. Taking another full breath in. Now as you exhale, we're going to circle the right arm forward, back down to the mat. Replace your right knee back down. And then the left foot will come out to the left. We're going to take a couple abductor rocks here. As you inhale, you look forward, and then as you exhale, sit back. Inhale to come up. And exhale to rock back. Good, couple more. Inhale to rise. Exhale to rock back. Last time, inhale, rise. Exhale, sit back. Then as you inhale, we're going to come back up. Hands are going to come to the hips. All right, and again, either your left foot's planted or you're up on the heel. We'll inhale to reach the arms up. Now you'll grab hold of your right hand. Take a deep breath in, reach it up. And as you exhale, lean over to the left. And again, it's a lift first and then a lean. Feel a nice stretch on the right waist, maybe from your right hip area all the way up through the armpit. And then as you inhale, we'll come back up. As you exhale, hands will release down. Beautiful. We come back to all fours. And then from here, we're going to tuck the toes under and move ourselves back to down dog. So a great way to measure your down dog is to come through a plank first, and then we'll lift the hips up and back. right? Modification for down dog is puppy pose. Knees are down, hands walk out, and your butt stays high. Right, so either or. Hi, Phoebe. Love seeing everybody's names pop up. From here, pedal the feet out if you're in down dog. Shake your head, yes or no. Again, deep, full breaths. And then we'll steady the feet. Keep spreading wide through your fingertips. Your upper arms hug in towards the ears. And then from here, we're going to inhale, lift high up onto the toes. And as you exhale, let the heels not reach all the way down to the ground, unless you're super flexy bendy. And then we'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, high up onto the toes. Exhale, release the heels down. Last time, inhale, high up onto the toes. Exhale, heels move back down. Beautiful. As you inhale, we're going to rock forward to a plank. Now, as you exhale, we'll send the hips back to down dog. We'll do that a couple more times. Inhale, forward to plank. And again, you can always lower the knees. Exhale, down dog. 2 more. Inhale, forward to plank. Exhale, down dog. Last time, inhale, forward to a plank. Exhale, down dog. Awesome. From here, we'll lower the right knee to the mat, and we'll step the left foot forward, right? Or if you're in down dog, you could take one big swoop forward of the left foot. Either your back knee stays down or you lift it up off the mat, and your fingertips will walk out on a diagonal to your right. Gently wag your hips from side to side. Taking deep, full breaths. And then as you inhale, hands will come back to center. Right palm plants, again, back knee can lower. And then we'll reach the left arm up to the sky. Again, you can sweep it alongside the ear. So we have a tendency to let the hips drop, but actually keep them high. Take another full breath in. Now as you exhale, release your left hand down, and we'll make our way back to down dog however you get there. You can lower through all fours, and then lift up to down dog or puppy pose. Taking another full breath in. And now as you exhale, right foot comes forward, so you can lower your left knee down to help get it there. And then we'll walk the fingertips out on a diagonal to the left. Stick your butt back behind you and gently sway your hips from side to side. Again, listening to your body. If it doesn't feel good, it's probably not right. Right? A little discomfort's okay. And then as we inhale, we come back to center. The left palm plants underneath your left shoulder, and then right arm's going to reach up to the sky. Again, your right arm can swing alongside the ear. Modification, you lower your back knee down. Another full breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll release the right hand to the mat, and then we'll step forward to a forward fold. Keep your feet hip-width distance apart. Little bend in the knees. Let everything hang forward. You can even add a sway from side to side. And then as you inhale, little bend in the knees. Hands will come to your shins, lift and lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, you'll fold. Inhale, hands come to shins, lift and lengthen. Exhale and fold. Beautiful. Last time, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. As you inhale, the hands will come to your hips, bend your knees, and then we'll come all the way up to stand. Release the hands. And as you inhale, arms will reach all the way up to the sky. Grow nice and tall. From your feet all the way out through the fingertips. The feet are grounded, right? You feel that connection to the earth. And then there's a lightness in the upper body. You're reaching up to the sky. Take another deep breath in. Now as you exhale, hands will come through the heart center and then we'll fold towards the mat. Inhale, halfway, hands come to shins. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. And exhale, we'll fold. Inhale, hands come to shins, lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. One more. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms rise. And exhale, hands will come back to the heart. Take a moment, right? Coming back to our intention. Speaking kindly to ourselves, being graceful. And then we'll continue to move and breathe. As you inhale, the arms will reach up to the sky. As you exhale, fold, touch the mat. Inhale, hands will come to your shins. Lift and lengthen halfway. Now as you exhale, plant your hands down. It's okay to have a bend in the knees. I do too. And then from here, we're going to step back to down dog. Or puppy pose. As you inhale, we'll come forward to a plank. Modification, you lower your knees to the mat. And as you exhale, lower all the way to your belly. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Untuck the toes. And then press into the tops of the toes so your thighs lift. Tailbone scoops, and as you inhale, we'll lift the chest up to cobra. Right, and once you're in cobra, I want you to rock a little side to side. Even if your cobra is low, right? You kind of just rock a little side to side. Look over one shoulder, then the other shoulder. And then we'll make our way back up to all fours and then down dog. On the next inhale, come up high up onto the toes. Look between the hands. As you exhale, bend your knees and you'll walk or jump your feet to the top. As you inhale, lengthen. Exhale to fold. Inhale, arms will reach all the way up. Exhale, hands will come through the heart center. Nice. We're going to go through that same thing 2 more times. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the palms. Step back to down dog with puppy pose. Inhale to a plank. Exhale, lower to your belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, chest to rise, cobra. Exhale, down dog. Or all fours or puppy pose. Right, and just know that I'll continue to say down dog, but puppy pose is always your modification. Inhale, high up onto the toes, look between the hands. Exhale, bend the knees, and walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms rise. Exhale, hands come to the heart. Awesome, one more time. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your palms, down dog. On the inhale, we come forward to a plank. Exhale, lower to the belly. Untuck the toes. Inhale, chest to rise, cobra. Beautiful. Now as you exhale, we come back through all fours and then to child's pose. Let your head rest on the mat or whatever you're on, maybe a towel. And if your head doesn't reach the mat, you can stack your fists and let your forehead rest on the fists. Feel the breath expand in your body. We'll take another full breath in and a full breath out. And then as you inhale, we'll rise up to all fours. And let's step our left foot forward between the hands. For this one, you can walk your right knee as far back as you comfortably can. And then we'll inhale to reach the arms up. From here, you're squeezing your legs towards one another without actually moving them, right? So we're not just flopping in the pose. There's some muscular energy. And then we'll grab hold of the right wrist with our left hand. As you inhale, reach up, and as you exhale, crescent to the left. Reach over to the left. Huge stretch on the right quad, right hip. And then as you inhale, we rise. As you exhale, hands are going to plant down. Now we're going to keep the back toes tucked under, but lift the back knee up off the mat. Stay high on the ball of your right foot. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward, and then we'll inhale to reach it all the way up to a high lunge. So we're adding on a little bit more. If you need help with balance, you can grab something with your left hand, or we can do the crescent, balancing. As you inhale, right arm reaches up, and now as you exhale, you're giving yourself a crescent to the left. And then check out your left knee. Make sure it's tracking between your second and third toe, right? We don't want it to cave in. We want it to move in line with the second and third toe. Ooh, good. As you inhale, come back up. Exhale, palms plant. We lower our right knee back down. Good. Come back to all fours. Right, we take it in stages. Notice the difference in the right hip already. And then the right foot comes forward between the hands. From here, we're going to let the hips sink down. Squeeze your feet towards one another. With the back knee forward, front foot back. As you inhale, arms rise. Nice. So you can stay here. As you inhale, lift your left arm up. Right, grab hold of your left wrist with the right hand. Full breath in and crescent over to the right. Now you can bring your fingertips back down to the mat. Right, if you really want to pump it up a little bit, arms will reach up. I'm still holding on to my left wrist. My back toes are tucked under. I'm going to lift my back knee up. Right, spice it up a little bit. You don't have to, it's just an option. And then we're going to reach over to the right now. Beautiful. Then as you inhale, we rise back up. Exhale, palms will plant, and now we'll step forward to a forward fold. Right, take a moment here. Let everything hang forward. You can even, this one's a really nice pose to do too. You can interlace your hands and bring them to the back of the head. And just let the hands gently press into the head. And then from here, release the fingertips down. As you inhale, you lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will rise. Nice. Now as you exhale, we'll bring the hands right to the sides of the hips, palms face forward. You can let your eyes close and just notice already the beautiful shifts that's happening. Awesome. And as we inhale, arms will reach all the way up. Exhale, we'll fold. Inhale to lengthen halfway. Now as you exhale, we'll plant the hands down. Take a big step back with the left foot and lower your left knee to the mat once again. We'll get to some more standing poses in a little bit, but for now we stay low. From here, hands will come to the heart. So first option, you bring your hands to the outside edge of the right leg, and you take a twist this way. If you want more, we're gonna bring our left elbow over the right knee. You can use your hand to help kind of scoot yourself there, and then palms come into prayer. Right, so this can be a very humbling pose. If you want to add on, you can lift your left knee up off the mat, right? And your gaze is either towards the ground or it's up to the sky. But again, you take it in stages. You listen to where your body needs to be today, right now. And we'll take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, we'll release the fingertips down and then step forward to a forward fold again. On the inhale, we lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold, and now we'll take a big step back with the right foot. Lower your right knee to the mat. As you inhale, arms will rise. Now as you exhale, hands will either come to the outside edge of your left leg and we twist, or you can reach your right arm up, hook your right elbow over the left knee. Palms come to prayer at your heart. So you're broadening through the collarbones, shoulders draw back. Again, add on, you lift the back knee up off the mat and twist. Keep your hips lifting. Right, and wherever you are is perfect for you. Taking another full breath in. And then as you exhale, fingertips release down. Nice, and from here we step back to down dog. Take a moment. Maybe your down dog feels slightly different already. Awesome. From here, we'll reach the right leg up to the sky. Now, if you're on all fours, you can still do this. And then as you exhale, we're going to hug the right knee in towards the nose, come into this high plank position, and then we step the right foot forward. From here, we're coming into warrior one. So your left heel is going to plant down, but your left toes are facing more towards the left corner of the mat, right? The foot isn't parallel with the outside edge of the mat. Draw your right hip back, hug the belly in, and as you inhale, we'll reach the arms all the way up to the sky. If you have shoulder problems or you're feeling super tight in the chest or arms come out to a cactus. Feel your own strength in the legs, the lower body. But again, a lightness and a gracefulness in the upper body. Taking another deep breath in. Now as you exhale, your hands will release down to the mat and we'll step back to down dog. On your next inhale, left leg will rise. Right? Keep your toes pointing down towards the ground so our hips stay square. And then as you exhale, however you get there, maybe you hug your left knee towards the nose, come into like a rounded high plank, and then left foot comes forward. You can just take a giant step forward. And pivot and plant the right heel down. So the right toes are turned out to, let's see, if your feet were the hands of a clock, your foot would be turned out to about 2 o'clock. Squeeze your legs towards one another. Belly hugs in. And as you inhale, arms rise. Okay, rooting down through the feet. And from that rooting, you lift up. Feel light in the arms, light in the head. Spread the fingertips wide. Maybe you challenge yourself and close the eyes. Right? We have fun. We see what we can do. And now as you exhale, fingertips will release down. We step forward to a forward fold. Inhale to grow a little longer. Exhale and fold. Inhale, the arms will rise up to the sky. And as you exhale, hands come to the heart. Nice. From here, you're going to step your feet. So I'm just going this way so you can see a little wider than hip width distance apart. You'll either interlace your hands or grab hold of opposite forearms or elbows. Bend your knees. As you inhale, you look up to the sky. Now as you exhale, draw the shoulders back and we'll fold forward. From here, you'll bend one knee and straighten the other. Rock yourself from side to side. Okay, let it feel good. And then you'll steady yourself back to center. Fingertips release down. As you inhale, you'll lengthen halfway. As you exhale, we'll heel toe the feet so they're hip width distance apart. Inhale to grow longer, hands come to shins. And now as you exhale, we're going to step we're just going to lift the right leg up. Right, so your toes point down towards the ground, fingertips walk out in front of you. It's okay to have a bend in your left knee, right? We're tight. Some of us are really tight in the hamstrings. Better to have a bent knee. Keep lengthening through the chest. Press your right foot as if you were pressing it into a wall. Your left leg might be shaking, and that's okay. Beautiful. Take another full breath in. Oh boy, and now as you exhale, we're going to step forward to a forward fold. Feel the difference. On the inhale, we lengthen. Now as you exhale, fingertips plant down. Again, you can always grab something underneath the hands if the ground's too far away. We're going to sweep the left leg up and back. I like to stay high on my fingertips. Some people like to plant their palms, up to you, but just keep lengthening through the chest. Flex your left foot. And breathe. Awesome. And notice where the weight is on your right foot. Sometimes we tend to lean really far forward, right? And some of us tend to lean really far back. You want to find that sweet spot in the center and then lift your left leg up a little bit higher. Okay, we've been holding this for a while. Step forward, forward fold. On the inhale, we lengthen. Exhale, we'll plant the palms, step back to down dog. Take a moment in down dog. Maybe rock the hips a little side to side. Pedal your feet out. Awesome. From here, we'll reach our right leg up to the sky. As you exhale, you'll bend your right knee, open the hip. Again, you can do this from your left knee as well. Right, try and keep your shoulders square to the front of the mat. And now as you exhale, we're going to swing our right knee around and then step our right foot all the way to the outside edge of the right mat. Keep your chest reaching long. Hips lift up a little bit more. If you are super tight in your outer hips like I am, it's okay to spin your toes out in this position. And just hanging out here. Taking another full breath in. Now as you exhale, palms plant. We swing that right leg all the way up and back. Three-legged down dog. And then release the right foot down. On your inhale, the left leg will rise. Nice. Now as you exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Try and keep your shoulders square with the front of the mat. And then we're going to circle the left knee around. Ooh, take a big step forward with your left foot. Staying high up on the fingertips. And then you can spin your left toes open a little bit. Right, hips keep lifting up high. Stay high on the ball of the back foot. Good, taking another full breath in. Now as you exhale, we'll plant the palms back down. However it gets there, left leg sweeps all the way up and back. And then release the foot down. Beautiful. As you inhale, come up high up onto your toes. Exhale, bend the knees, and you can walk or jump your feet to the top of the mat. As you inhale, we lengthen. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms reach up. Then exhale, hands come to the heart. Okay. Now we'll take a step back with the right foot. So our toes. I'm going to go this way. Hopefully you can see my toes. So my right toes are pointed more to the front of the mat if I was on my mat. Right? It's not planted. We're in a warrior one position. But this time we're keeping the left leg straight. Our hips are squared with the front of the mat. Right? Imagine you had headlights on your hip bones and they're pointing parallel. To start, we'll bring the hands to the hips. Little bend in your left knee just so we can travel forward safely. From here, your hips are going to move back. Hug the belly in. And then once you can, your fingertips will reach either to your shin if you have blocks. I'm going to grab a block just so you can see. Right? Your hands can come to a block or a couple of books. So we're keeping nice and long in the spine. And your right foot is about 3 feet behind the left foot. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward, lengthen through the chest. Right? And especially these deeper poses, like this pose, this is pyramid pose. It's easy to say, oh, my knee's bent. Oh, why can't I straighten it? Listen, we work with what we have. Right? Be gentle to yourself. A lot of us hold our tension in our hips, right? And the negative energy goes into our hips, sometimes our shoulders. Everybody's a little different. So that's why we're opening up through all sorts of different hip openers today. Try and release all that stuff. Taking another deep breath in. As you exhale, you'll fold forward. And then we'll inhale to re-lengthen. Exhale and fold. We'll switch sides. As you inhale, the arms will reach up. Exhale, hands will come to the heart, and then hands to the hips. This time we'll take a step back with the left foot, about 3 feet behind the right. Both toes are pointed forward, but your left foot is pointed out to about 11 o'clock. Hands come to the hips, lift up through the chest, belly hugged in. A little bend in the right knee, and then we're going to send the hips back and start to fold over our right leg. And then once you hit your max stretch, hands either come to your shins, right? They can frame the right foot, or maybe you have a prop. Even a bottle of water is good, right? Hanging out there, breathe. Work with what we have. Keep pulling your right hip back, left hip forward. Awesome. Then from here, we rebend a little through the right knee. We fold forward. As you inhale, we lengthen halfway. And as you exhale, fold. On the inhale, the arms will reach all the way up. And as you exhale, hands will come to the heart center. Awesome. From here, we're going to add on a little bit to what we just did. So it's a twisted pyramid pose. Or actually, we'll do that. Twisted pyramid pose. So the hands will come to the hips. Big breath in. Step back with your right foot, right toes turn out. Right, I'm going to go this way. And I'm going to grab my bottle of water because it's a little higher. Little bend in the left knee. Pull your left hip back. We're going to inhale, reach your right arm up. Now as you exhale, we're going to reach the right arm forward. Right? Keep a little tiny bend in the left knee. Maybe the hand starts on the shin. You might have to take the right foot out a little wider, and that's fine. And then we're going to spin the chest open to the left. Right? Now, if you want to move deeper, and again, you don't have to, listen to where you are good. You can grab hold of your bottle of water on the outside edge of the right foot and twist. Keep hugging the belly in, right? The twist initiates in the belly. Or maybe your hand comes down to the foot. Right? Just another option. Then maybe your left arm reaches up. If you feel any straining, right, we keep the hand on the hip. Keep drawing your left hip back, right hip forward. Lengthen through the chest. Awesome, and from here, we release the fingertips down. Oh my goodness, and then we step forward. I feel it too, guys. I feel it too. As you inhale, we'll lengthen halfway. Exhale and fold. Inhale, arms will reach up. Exhale, hands come to the heart, and we'll switch sides. So now your right foot stays forward. Take a step back with the left foot. Root down through all four corners of both of your feet. Pull the right hip back. On the inhale, left arm will rise up. Little bend in the right knee. As you exhale, belly hugs in. We lean forward, hips move back. And then maybe your left hand comes to your left shin, right hand to the hip, and we twist. Right? Other option, you can grab a block, right? And then draw the shoulder back. Maybe you get something a little bit higher. Keep pulling the right hip back, left hip forward. And you're rooting down evenly through both of your feet. Your right arm might follow up to the sky. Right? But if you're leaning forward, right, and you feel like an arching or rounding forward, I want you to bring the hand to the hip and then lean. Beautiful. Another full breath in. And then as you exhale, we unwind, fingertips release down. Beautiful. Step forward, forward fold. As you inhale, lengthen. Let's go back to down dog. Palms plant. And then step yourself back. We've done a lot of hamstring and hip stuff, so we'll do some quad opening too, just to make it even. But just soak up all that beautiful energy, the grounding energy that you've created. It's a beautiful thing that we can shift our minds and our bodies in a couple of poses. And then from here, we'll lower the knees to the mat. Awesome. And we'll come to spin around to sit. From here, we bring the soles of the feet to the mat, and the hands will come back behind you. It's a little front body opening. Depending on your shoulders, some people can have their fingers like turned backwards. I find that super uncomfortable. So I like to bring my hands out to the sides, little bend in the elbows, right? So when you bend the elbows, shoulders draw back. From here, we're going to press down through the tops of the feet Hug your belly in, and then we're gonna press down to lift the hips up and come into a reverse plank or tabletop. Your gaze can be straight ahead or up to the sky. Taking a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, we release. Good. We're going to do that 2 more times. Press down through the feet. Inhale, belly hugs in, lift the hips up. Shoulders stay back, and then exhale to lower. Good. And then one more time, plant down through the feet. Hips lift up. Deep breath in, and then we lower. Awesome. Good. Let's come back to all fours. And we'll come into pigeon on the right side. So the right knee will come to the right wrist. Left knee walks as far back as it comfortably can. Now, if you're super tight, you can move into a figure 4 on your back. So you'll lie flat on your back. Right ankle crosses over the left knee. You hug in, right? That's your option. And then from here, wherever you are, whether you're on your back or your hands, I want you to just gently rock a little side to side. Right, settling any excess energy. And then you can either stay up on the hands or you can lower to your elbows. And just coming back to the word matrika, speaking kindly to yourself, right? The inherent creative energy behind the letters that make up our words. That's matrika. Again, that's the inherent creative energy behind the letters that make up our words. So as you're here, what are your words that you're saying to yourself? Right? Are they positive? Are they reaffirming? Just even beginning to tune into that and pay attention to that is a huge shift. And then from here, we'll come all the way back up to our hands, and then we'll switch sides. So you can walk your left knee back in, right knee comes back down, and if you're on your back, you just switch the cross of your legs. Okay? And then if you are upright, left knee comes to the outside edge of the left wrist. First, start up on your fingertips. Walk your right knee as far back as it comfortably can. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, you can lower to your elbows or stay up on the hands. Again, gently rock yourself a little side to side. And then from here, we make our way all the way back up. And now we'll come to swivel onto our backs. Time flies when you're doing yoga. So once you're there, hug the knees into the chest. Gently rock yourself from side to side. You can also circle your knees around. And from here, we'll extend the left leg long on the mat. Right knee hugs in. And then we'll kick our right heel up to the sky, and you'll hold your hands behind your right or your sorry, the back of your right thigh. And you'll kick your heel up to the sky. Press your hands into the leg into the hands. And then we'll take the right leg just into the right hand. Your left hand will come to your hip, and we're going to open the right leg to the right. It's okay if you do this with a bent knee. That's totally fine too. Or you kick your right leg straight. And if you're super flexy bendy, you can reach around to the outside edge of the foot, and then kick the leg out. But you don't have to, just an option. Everybody's different. And then let your right leg come long on the mat. And we'll switch sides. Left knee hugs in. Give it a nice squeeze. Then we'll kick the left heel up to the sky. Hold on to the back of your left leg. And press the leg away from your belly. And then we'll bend the left knee in. And here's where you can bring your right hand to the hip, or left knee moves out to the left. And again, you can always kick the leg straight. If you have a wall, I have my fireplace back behind me. It can give you a little extra support. Your arms don't have to do anything. And then as you inhale, leg comes back up to center. Beautiful. Let's take both soles of the feet down to the ground. And we're just going to let the knees windshield wipe from side to side. Arms come out to a T or to a cactus. Awesome. And then from here, bring your knees back to center. We're going to take our left knee, cross it over the right. From here, you're going to shift the hips to the left and let your knees fall over to the right. Right, so option one, you just stay here in this twist. Option two, you bring your right hand to your left leg. Maybe you reach back with your left hand and grab hold of the right foot and kick your right leg back so you get a quad stretch too. Try and relax both shoulders. Taking another full breath in. Now as you exhale very gently, if you have hold of your right foot, let it go. We come back to center. And then we switch. So shift your hips now to the right a little bit. And your right knee crosses over the left. From there, your knees will fall out to the side, to your left side. And you can stay here, stage one. Stage two, you bring your left hand to your right knee. Maybe you can get hold of your left foot with the right hand. And just giving yourself a little bit of traction here. Again, we're trying to relax both shoulders. And then as you inhale, we come back up. Shift your hips back to center. Good. So now we're going to take another hip stretch. So our right knee will cross over the left. Right from here, we're going to hug the knees into the chest. So you either hug your left knee in. Other option is to grab hold of your opposite knees and pull them like towards the hips without actually moving them. Same thing, you can grab hold of your shins or maybe the outside edges of the feet. Wherever you are, flex through both feet like you are standing on the ground. And then we'll release everything back down towards the mat. And we switch sides. So now your left knee will cross over the right. You'll hug the right knee in, right? You can hold on to the top of the knee, behind the knee. Hold on to your shins or outside edges of the feet. And then wherever you are, flex the feet as if you're standing on the ground. And then as you inhale, we'll unwind. Bring the soles of the feet together, let your knees come outward. And then we'll bring one hand onto the belly, one hand onto the heart. And before we set up for Shavasana, let's see if we can take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, see if your exhale can be just a little bit longer than your inhale. So maybe you inhale for the count of 3 or 4, and then you exhale for the count of 5 or 6. And we'll take a couple breaths just like that. Let's take another deep breath in, another elongated exhale. Then we'll set up for Shavasana. So you can either stay in this position with the hand on the belly, hand on the heart, or you can let your legs extend all the way long on the mat. Maybe you take a moment with the soles of the feet flat on the ground. We'll take about a minute or so here. Let everything relax down towards the ground. Coming back to our intention. Right, Matrika. I know I've said it a lot. We speak kindly to ourselves. It's the power, Matrika Shakti. It's the power and creative energy behind the letters that make up our words. When we are not so kind to ourselves, we build up this negative energy, and this energy is held in tension in our bodies, and it gets us stuck, right? But when we start to at least even start to think about changing the power of our words, we are making a small shift. A shift to add positive energy into our bodies, into our breath. That has profound effects on the way we feel, the way we perceive others, the way we perceive ourselves. And you'll slowly begin to take a deeper breath in through the nose, into the belly. And if you're at home, you can stay relaxing a little bit longer if you have the time and space. And if your hour is up, we'll wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes, and stretch the arms and stretch the legs. Then you'll come to roll all the way over onto one side with your eyes closed. The hands will come to your heart center. Sending yourself lots of love and thanks and grace for your time and your energy. Take another deep, full breath in. And as you exhale, bow your head to your very own heart. Thank you all so much for tuning in with me again tonight. I love our Wednesday yoga. Namaste. Thank you all. Let me know how you liked class. If anybody has suggestions for next week, just let me know. And I miss you all greatly.